is Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive in the forecast and see how the skies are treating us. The Met Department is keeping a sharp eye on the Atlantic, ready to update you with the latest. Follow News Desk on Facebook for your daily Sunshine Report. So as you enjoy your week, stay safe, stay friendly, Sunshine City.
Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. It is July 29th, 2025. We're tracking several tropical waves, and in the eastern and really central Pacific, a couple systems out there, named systems, Iona and Kelly. I want to show you both of those two named systems way the heck out here. We do have some areas of rain we are watching, no doubt. Some of us have been way too dry, right? But watching this rain building, parts of Honduras, even near Providencia and San Andres, watching Nicaragua, Costa Rica for some of that rain, keeping an eye on this. Belize will be on the edge of it. We'll see some scattered areas of rain and thunderstorms breaking free throughout the day. For us in the Eastern Caribbean, I want to show you some dust on the way. Not only some stronger tropical waves that we'll have to track together, but also some of that dust in some other spots where we could get a couple storms today. Jamaica, we could see a few. Let me zoom down here for us in Jamaica. Now, some of us have been just so dry and haven't gotten any rain, while others occasionally we've gotten some thunderstorms. So if you don't mind, through the day, leave your location and what you've got going on, if you have storms or no storms, in the comments, and I'll get to that. But if we do get some rain, you see a little bit of purplish showing up. We could get a few spots over 50 millimeters of rain, but others, absolutely nothing again. And with some of the dry air, it has been so very hot. No doubt this time of year, if we're dry, we're on the hot side. Look at this. These are the tropical waves marching across. Here we are from Dominica down through Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. A couple strong tropical waves. I am monitoring these for any development. As of now, I am not seeing signs of development out of these. Down the road, though, we'll need to watch out for some prospects of development. At least in the short term, there is some dust around. Not that that is necessarily a good thing, especially if you have any breathing issues, and some of us desperately need to get some of the rain. But today, tomorrow, some of that dust around, especially over toward Puerto Rico, U.S. British Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis. And then by the time we get into Friday, we're going to see another surge of dust. This will coincide. It'll be the same time we get a tropical wave trying to move in. And you see some of the dust. It's not too terribly thick, but this is even into this weekend. Some dust approaching parts of the Eastern Caribbean, and some of the dust trying to squeak into the Bahamas. And I bring this up because this is very stable in sinking air. So the dust may at least temporarily prevent some of these tropical waves from developing, but temporarily. Does look a lot more active mid to late August, and even as some of this dust moves off, even through the first week of August, we need to keep an eye on a little chance of some development down the road. Here it is. This is what I'm watching. Let's track these tropical waves together. As of now, the new stronger one that has just come off the coast of Africa, most of the models are not developing it in the short term. The Icon German model, though, eventually, once this tropical wave passes by the Eastern Caribbean, it moves toward the United States. It does eventually develop this area into a tropical storm. So at least temporarily, we shouldn't see a whole lot of development, but down the road, as this tropical wave approaches maybe the Bahamas or approaches parts of the United States, there could be a little bit of development that we'll have to watch out for as we get deeper into the first week of August. Now let's start here, and then I want to zoom out toward the Atlantic, watching out for those spotty storms, as I mentioned. Jamaica, Haiti, the DR today, parts of Cuba, heavier rain, parts of Central America. And for us in the Eastern Caribbean, as I mentioned, we have some dust that will be around and watching the next tropical waves, but only a spotty shower that will be possible as we work our way into tomorrow or Wednesday. And then by Thursday, you could see some of the rain, Costa Rica and Panama, monitoring some of that. And this here, that is the dust actually showing up on this model. This here is some of the rain. So you can see how the dust will be battling some of these tropical waves that will be headed our way. So I will monitor for the chances of development. Let me widen out the view here. We have a couple tropical waves. This one in particular, the one that just came off the coast of Africa yesterday, that's the stronger one that I'm going to watch out for some development. You can see it here as we go over in time. We'll work our way through the end of the week, and as we get into later on Friday, you see this strong tropical wave sitting right in through here. I also want to keep an eye on the coast of the southeast U.S. A lot of rain will be building off the coast. Sometimes you could get some development across the southeast U.S. This time of year with some old fronts. Then as we work our way into Sunday, you see here the American model is not developing this area, but Sunday into Monday it is bringing us a better chance of rain. Keep in mind that dust right around this, preventing some development. Then going out in time here even more so as we work our way into Monday, scattered areas of rain will be working across the Caribbean. But here's what's going to happen. The tropical wave itself will eventually slide toward the Bahamas, maybe into the Gulf, where it could eventually develop some down the road, and then new tropical waves coming off of Africa, and some of the models, including the European models, are developing those. So this tropical wave, I'll be monitoring for our chances of rain, long-term development, and those new tropical waves once we get through Bermuda. So tropical waves on the move, watching out very closely for any signs of development, but the Saharan dust will come with them, so that may prevent at least some initial development, but a more active period ahead. I mentioned those stronger tropical waves that will be coming off the coast of Africa down the road that most of the models are trying to develop. That's what I'll be tracking with you in future videos. Thank you for being with me, and have a wonderful Tuesday ahead.